to Positively Muskegon. It's Andy O'Reilly, and today I am down at the...
Our Savior's Lutheran Church.
That was a pop quiz right there. She got it.
Yes, I got it right.
This is Pastor Jane Mountain, and over here is Amanda Rupert, and we are here to talk about a great biking event that is coming up. It's getting toward the end of May that it's going to happen, and it's a little bit bigger than I thought it was, but it's all for a fantastic cause. First, I want to start with Amanda, who started off by making the contact here. Amanda, thanks for getting a hold of us, and thanks for your passion. I know you've got a lot of vested interest in this big event coming up. Tell me a little bit about what inspired you to be a part of this biking event.
Well, I know that Muskegon has a lot of events, but we want to be part of that 1 in 21 campaign.
Yep.
And we want to make it interested. So we all need a little bit of exercise in our lives. And so I'm pushing it towards to help with that campaign.
Sure.
But this is also help with feeding people.
Yeah, hunger.
You know, because there's a lot of starvation out there.
Yeah, and people just don't stop and think about how food insecure some people are. I mean, it's hard to believe. You know, when you do this long enough and you get around and you see, you know, you're in this neighborhood, you're in that neighborhood, and everybody's got their front, everybody's got what they want to project, but it could be your friend or your neighbor who is the one that needs a hand when it comes to something along the line. Pastor, talk a little bit about the what you see as a pastor when it comes to need.
Well, we see that we have a feeding ministry here at Our Savior's,
Sure.
and so we have part of that is a garden ministry.
Yep.
Part of it is a Christ cupboard, our food pantry.
Yep.
And so we have people come through here every week,
Yep.
and they're in some sort of crisis, not always. Very often they're working people because our pantry is on Saturday,
Yeah.
and that's the only day that they can come. And so many of them are working, and they just don't have enough food for a particular week.
And it seems to be the recurring problem. It's the working poor. It keeps coming back, and it's not, you know, I mean, this isn't the first story of this nature we've done.
No, I'm
You
sure
know,
it
we
isn't.
talked to a lot of food pantries, we talked to a lot of outreach places and churches and things like
Yes.
that. And where we are as a community, it just seems that people are really trying to make ends meet, but they just can't always make it happen.
Yes. And the other aspect of that is Muskegon being a food desert.
Yeah.
There aren't readily healthy foods available
Right.
all the time
Right.
for people. And, you know, if you have a car, you think nothing of going to one of our major
Sure.
stores. But if you don't have a car, it may take some work to get there.
Yeah.
And it may take some work to buy healthy food.
Yeah.
And so that's one reason why our garden exists. And it's been really a pleasure to be able to provide healthy vegetables to
Yeah.
people in the summertime.
It's a fun thing to do, too.
It's a fun thing to do. It is.
Good way to get out and play in the garden for a little while.
It's a great way to get
take a
out
little
and play
stress
in the
off.
garden.
And
Yes, yes.
So this biking event, let's talk about the Thursday pre-thing. That this is kind of your idea, right?
It is.
Tell me about, okay, so it's a big weekend-long thing.
Right.
Yes.
All right, who wants to start with this?
I'll let Pastor.
All right.
Well, maybe I'll explain how
Please do.
how Amanda got involved in this.
All right.
Yeah.
Our conference, we're a part of the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America, which
Okay.
is a denomination, and we are divided in our synod into conferences. So
Okay.
a conference is a smaller number of churches that kind of cooperate with each other and so on.
Could you call it a diocese?
Yes, I suppose it
Kinda
would
like
be
that?
similar to
Right.
a diocese. Yeah, for those that know that term. Although I think possibly our synod would be more like a diocese.
Okay.
I don't know how large dioceses are.
I don't know. It's been a while for me, too.
Oh, it's been a while for you too. All right. Well, it's been a while for me too.
Hey, I look at it like this. I walked in and lightning didn't hit, so we're good.
Oh no, lightning doesn't hit in our church.
Okay,
in
good.
fact, that's a question I commonly get when people first come here. They say, "Am I going to hell?" And I say, "Where'd you get that idea?"
Right.
And they'll say, "My pastor told me I was." And I say, "Well, we teach about the love of God and the grace of God."
Perfect.
And so anyway,
All right.
so our conference, which goes all the way up to Ludington, and we're also including a church that's not in our conference, but it's a Dr. Martin Luther Lutheran Church.
Okay.
And we have bikers that did this last year, and they're doing it again this year. They're raising money for ELCA World Hunger.
Okay.
And World Hunger Appeal is our arm of the church that deals with hunger.
Sure.
And so we have many ministries throughout the world with World Hunger. And we also, ELCA World Hunger has come here through 2 grants. One grant is to our church that has helped our garden. One of the things we did with that grant was to put in our gardens that way. That's why I'm pointing that way. You may not know it if you're watching the camera, but our garden's right out the window from where we're sitting. And so it helped us to put in a sprinkler system into the garden.
Nice.
And another grant for World Hunger Appeal has gone to McLaughlin Groves.
Yep,
and
familiar
that's
out
the
there.
urban farm. It's that hoop house that's
Yep.
right next to Hackley, and now there's a greenhouse there.
Yep.
And most people drive past and they have no idea what that is, but that's an urban farm that serves our community.
Yeah.
And that serves in many ways, both by selling food and by donating food and by raising healthy food and trying to increase the consciousness of eating healthily. And so they have a grant from ELCA World Hunger Appeal.
Okay.
And so World Hunger Appeal is not just for Lutherans anymore.
Right.
It's for everybody.
Yeah.
It's for everybody.
Sure.
And so I was telling Amanda about this biking event that we're having in our conference, and she said, let's do a pre-bike event.
Boom.
So she needs to tell you about that part.
Let's just make it sure, because we are in Muskegon, and when you say biking event, that could go one of two ways.
Yes, it could. And
really quick. This
we're
is not
talking bicycles.
bicycles. All
And
right.
these bicycles are going to be they're going to kind of be focused at First Lutheran in
Right.
North Muskegon.
Okay.
But the first night is the short ride.
Right.
It's going to be on Wednesday the 30th.
I just
They're coming to Our Saviors.
Right.
And we have a regular worshiping group on Wednesdays that's called On Our Way Wednesdays.
okay.
And it's mostly made up of people who ride the bus, the
Okay.
city bus.
Okay.
And they came to me and said, can we have a worship service at
Yes.
your church? Because the bus doesn't run on Sundays. And so they decided, the conference decided they'd have their biking event. So the first bike ride, that first night, is 5 miles here and 5 miles back. The last trip they're taking is up to Ludington, and it's 20 miles there and 20 miles back.
Long ride.
And then in between the rides are various lengths.
Well, I just wanted to make sure the Harley guys out there knew
The
to bring
Harley
the pedal
guys,
bikes.
the Harley guys are welcome, but we're going to be on the bike trail, so maybe they want to bring their pedal bikes.
Good thinking.
But anyway,
Pre-biking
Amanda had an idea to do a pre-bike event.
Yes, I had a amazing idea, and for May 29th for the bike event, Bike for Hunger, and it's also for walking.
Okay.
So in case they don't have a bike, but we also are having City Hub.
City Hub Cycling?
Yep.
Sure, right downtown. Yep.
Yep.
They're letting us borrow 2 of their bikes,
Okay.
2 series, to let people ride on their bikes in case they don't have a bike ride or in case they
that's
can't
cool.
get around and they want to ride bikes.
Yeah, they're a pretty cool place down there.
Yes.
Yeah, it's one of our, it's one of our hidden secrets in town.
Yes, I didn't even know about them.
I know, see?
When we did this.
Right?
Of course, I haven't been in Muskegon that long,
Well.
but I didn't know about it.
Well, you stick around. We'll get you.
But for those who don't know, the Surrey with the fringe
Yep.
on top, well, a Surrey is a bike for more than 2 people.
Sure.
And in this case, I think we're going to have 4-seaters, aren't we?
Right.
And then there's 2 seats up front for really tiny kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
That's kinda fun.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And
Is there a cost involved in this, or is it a donation-based thing? How's it all setting up?
Go ahead.
Sorry. It is a donation.
Okay.
$5 is the minimum,
Sure.
but we're accepting $5 and above.
Okay.
And I'm saying $5 or very much more.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Yes,
You always
we want
want to get
very
what you
much
can
more.
for. I mean, it's food.
Very
it's
much
people,
more.
it's what-
Right.
And along with both these events, both Tuesday, which is at 6:30,
Yep.
and Wednesday, which is at Our Saviors at 6:15, we are going to have a blessing of bicycles and all things with wheels.
Nice.
Yeah.
So people, one year we did this, and we had someone brought his riding lawnmower. We had several people with bikes. We had someone with a wheelchair. We had someone with a walker. And so anything with wheels, bicycles and all things with wheels at both events.
Throw a blessing on them, call them good.
A blessing, yes.
It's a good thing to do.
Yes.
Sounds like you're busy.
We're busy people, and
We are.
and it was great for Amanda to suggest this, and to,
Well, she knows how to get a hold of me. We're going to get
She
the word
did.
out through Andy. That's
She
how it's
called
going to
you.
work.
I watched her. She called you right up, and I said, "Oh, you know Andy?" And I said, "I know who he is, but I don't know him." She says, "Oh, I know Andy. I'll
I'll
call
take
him."
care of that right now.
Yeah, yep.
So after the pre-party and then it goes through the week. I mean, it's a big event. So bicyclists can. Where can they find more information about?
They can find more information on our Facebook page,
Okay.
and if they look under our newsletter, has all that information.
Okay.
But I'll be posting some more information about it.
We'll
So
link
if
it up.
someone wants to make a 20-mile bike ride,
Yep.
they can also get a hold of me if they'd like to call me. My number is, and this is not a local number, but it texts
Sure.
as well as my local number doesn't text. So it's 720-270-9633.
Okay.
720-270-9633.
There you have it right there. We'll
Yep.
put the links and all that stuff in here.
Sure.
And make
Sure.
sure we get the word out. This sounds like a great time.
I think it'll be a great time, and we're going to raise some money for a good cause.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Taking care of those people that need a hand. And that's really what
Yeah.
it's all it ever really came about.
Yes.
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 Take care of the least of my brothers. I
Yes.
remember that part. 12 years of Catholic
See,
education. and
you remember some of
See,
your
I got
12
it.
years of Catholic education.
Well spent money, Mom. Thank you very
Yes.
much.
Yes.
Amanda, Pastor, thank you guys so much.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Hope
Thanks
you
for
hope
coming
you're the
out.
best and keep us in mind. We can
And
do
we
this
hope
again.
to see you on one of those events. Or
Well,
both.
I got a lot of maybe.
The Wednesday event, we're going to have hamburgers and hot dogs.
Okay, she found my weak spot. Hamburgers.
Yeah.
Perfect. All the details are right here on Positively Muskegon. Make that bike ride. Do yourself a good turn for those who do a good turn for those in need, and get yourself a little healthier riding that bike around Muskegon. It's going to be a great event.
And just one thing we didn't mention that
Oh.
maybe we should. If you want to walk, that's fine.
Right.
If you want to bike all the way out to Lake Michigan, that's fine.
Okay.
If you want to bike a block or a half block, that's fine.
Give the pastor the last word right there. That's all it takes. All the details are right here on Positively Muskegon.